Sarah, can you watch the kids this weekend too? I'll drop them off at 6 a.m. as usual, and I can pick them up in the evening.
Sorry, Emma, I can't watch the kids this week. Actually, I won't be able to watch them anymore going forward.
What? Why are you suddenly saying this?
I've been really busy lately. Work has been hectic.
You always say that. I've been watching your social media. You went shopping last weekend.
That was my first free weekend in months. I needed to get some things for work.
I'm in the same boat. That's why I need to leave the kids with you and my mom. We're family, so you should help out. You have weekends off, so it shouldn't be a problem, right?
That's exactly why I need my weekends to recharge. Work has been intense lately, and I'm getting home late on weekdays. Plus, your mom has been having back problems and can't handle the kids. It's becoming too much for me. I'm really sorry.
Back problems? Mom never mentioned anything to me about that.
She's been trying not to worry you, but I see her struggling.
I can't accept that. The family home is the only place I can leave the kids on weekends, and it's just watching kids on your day off. That should be easy. Don't complain about being tired over something so simple.
The kids need constant attention. Last time they almost broke your mother's antique vase.
They're just being kids. You're making such a big deal out of nothing. This is why it's so frustrating dealing with people who have no parenting experience. If this makes you tired, every parent in the world would be collapsing from exhaustion.
I understand parenting is hard, but that doesn't mean that you can force me to take care of your children for you.
No, you clearly don't understand. You're living such an easy life.
You don't have to be so harsh. I'm doing my best here.
No, I'm definitely working harder than you, Sarah. You only have work and housework, while I have work, housework, and raising 2 kids. Compared to me, your load is nothing. Stop complaining about such minor things.
I also help take care of your kids every weekend.
For a few hours, try doing it 24/7. Why don't you just have a kid yourself? Then you'll build up stamina and won't find this level of work so burdensome.
What?
I just thought of it, but it might actually be a good idea. You could take maternity leave and be home all the time. Then you could watch my kids on both weekdays and weekends. No problem.
That's not a reason to have children.
It would solve everyone's problems. Mom could rest, I'd have childcare, and you'd finally give my brother what he wants.
No, come on. That's not a good reason to have children.
By the way, just between us, are you still not planning to have kids? You're already over 30, Sarah. It's been 5 years since you married my brother.
Of course we want kids, but the timing, with both our careers and everything, we want to wait a bit longer and see.
You've been saying that for years now. What exactly are you waiting for?
We need to be financially stable first.
This isn't the time to be so laid back about it. Having kids later in life can be complicated. It's better to have them as early as possible. I'm so glad I had mine in my early 20s.
Well, the timing is different for each couple.
You keep saying that, but Danny isn't getting any younger either.
We've discussed this together.
Here you go, dodging again. Ugh, poor Danny. He's always wanted kids so badly.
Yeah, he does love kids.
Then why keep making him wait? Do you know how much it hurts him?
It's not that simple.
You absolutely should have kids earlier. Parenting takes a lot of energy. You need to have them while you're young. Plus, if you took maternity leave now, it would really help me out.
Thanks for all the advice, but this is something for me and Daniel to decide as a couple. I'd appreciate if you could respect that.
And that decision has led to 0 kids after 5 years of marriage. My brother wants kids, so you need to seriously consider his feelings. Don't blame me if he ends up leaving you.
Please don't say things like that.
I'm just being honest. He talks about wanting kids all the time when you're not around.
If that's true, he should talk to me about it.
Whatever, just don't come crying to me when things fall apart, and find someone else to watch my kids.
I've made up my mind, Sarah. We're having a baby this year.
What?
Why do you sound so surprised? We've talked about this.
Yeah, but you can't just decide this on your own. If you want to have a baby this year, we should talk about this.
We've been married for 5 years. We should have at least one kid by now.
Of course I want kids too, but it's still too early for us.
Early? We're not getting any younger.
We need to think this through carefully.
You've made me wait 5 years and you're still saying that? My sister already has 2 kids. Meanwhile, I'm the eldest son and still don't have any. Mom's probably waiting for grandkids from us too.
Is this because Emma said something to you?
What does my sister have to do with this?
She's been pressuring me about having kids.
Well, she has a point. Everyone's wondering why we don't have kids yet.
Maybe so, but having kids isn't the end goal. We need proper preparation to raise them, and I think we should wait until we have more savings.
We've been saving steadily for 5 years, haven't we?
Mostly just me. You hardly have any savings, Daniel.
What did you say?
You know what I mean. Look at your bank account.
Are you keeping track of my money now?
I understand not wanting to stay at a company that's not a good fit for you, but you've had way too many job changes. You never stay longer than 6 months max. That's why your salary is low and you can't save anything.
Well, that's...
Your last 3 jobs. How long did you stay?
That's not fair. Those companies weren't right for me.
I remember, but if that's the case, you'll have to choose between whether you want to focus on your career or having kids. Meanwhile, I'm the main breadwinner here. I'm paying most of our living expenses. And if I take maternity leave, our income will drop dramatically. If I had to quit, we'd have to dig into our savings just to live. I understand wanting kids, but please think this through more carefully.
What's with that attitude? You're making me sound like some thoughtless idiot.
I'm trying to be practical here.
You always do this, acting like you know better than everyone else.
I'm not saying that, but if you want kids, I need you to try harder. At least promise me you'll stick with your current job for 6 months.
What?
Is 6 months really too much to ask?
You're treating me like a child.
If you can't do that, then at least take care of Emma's kids yourself. For someone who wants children so badly, you dump everything on me, and I can't rest properly.
That's different. I have work.
So do I, but I still help with the kids.
Well, mothers are supposed to handle childcare. I'm doing you a favor by letting you handle it.
A favor? How is dumping your sister's kids on me a favor?
It's good practice for when we have our own.
It's always the same with you. I hate to say it, but we're not ready for kids yet. An unreliable income and unreliable childcare? A baby doesn't need a father like that.
That's it. Just because you earn a bit more, you're acting all high and mighty. After making me wait so long for kids, you're gonna mock me for not making as much as you? Fine, let's get divorced.
What did you say?
You heard me. I want a divorce.
Daniel, please, let's talk about this.
You always have excuses for not having kids. You probably never wanted them in the first place. You're just making up reasons to avoid it.
That's not true! I want to have children too, Daniel, but having and raising a child is incredibly challenging. Because they'd be our long-awaited children, I want to be properly prepared for them.
More excuses, always more excuses.
They're not excuses, they're valid concerns.
Shut up! We're getting divorced, period! I don't need a slowpoke who takes 5 years to prepare.
But I've been working hard to prepare for both of us.
I only married you because you said you wanted kids too. I thought you'd have them right away so my parents could see their grandchildren. I don't need a useless wife. Pack your stuff and get out, you good-for-nothing.
Daniel, please.
I want you gone by tomorrow. I'll have the divorce papers ready.
You're really choosing this over working on our marriage?
There's nothing to work on. You've shown your true colors.
At least let me explain.
I don't want to hear any more of your excuses. Just leave.
Well, looks like things turned out exactly as I predicted. I heard my brother served you divorce papers.
Yeah, and actually, I already moved out yesterday.
That was fast. I'm surprised you agreed to the divorce so easily.
He was very adamant about it. There was no way to resolve this through discussion, so divorce was the only option.
Of course there wasn't. You brought this on yourself.
Did Daniel tell you what happened?
He told me everything about how selfish you've been.
Selfish? Is that what he said?
Of course! My brother always wanted kids, but you ignored his feelings and refused to have them. You kept talking about timing and other complicated stuff. You should have just had them already.
You don't know the whole story, Emma.
What's there to know? 5 years, no kids.
I wanted kids just as much as Daniel did, but that's exactly why I wanted to be careful with our preparation. Like I told Daniel, having kids isn't the end goal. I wanted to make sure we had savings in the right environment first.
There you go again with your endless preparations.
Is it wrong to want to be responsible?
Sarah, you're too serious. Kids work out fine, even if you just have them without thinking too much.
What?
Look at my kids, they're fine.
Are they really?
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind.
But there are a lot of overthinking people like you these days. Things would work out if you just had them, but no, that's why the birth rate keeps dropping.
You're oversimplifying everything.
And you're complicating everything. It's so stupid. People like you are so stupid.
Calling people stupid is harsh. It's not overthinking. It's having a sense of responsibility. Having and raising children, creating life, is a huge responsibility. I was careful about having kids because I wanted to take it seriously and raise them properly.
Your carefulness about having kids ended up in divorce, didn't it? You wanted kids but made it impossible to have them. You're the real idiot here.
Seems like you can't understand my perspective either, Emma.
I don't need to understand an idiot's thinking. Anyway, now that you're divorced, get out of the family house. My pathetic sister-in-law, abandoned by my brother for being too stupid. How long are you planning to stay here?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Finally, good riddance.
You seem awfully happy about this.
Of course I am. Now I can finally start leaving the kids at the family home again without any problems.
What?
It was so difficult when you kept refusing. Both my husband and I have weekend shifts. We had no other place to leave the kids, so we had to take forced time off, which meant less pay. You are such a pain.
So that's all you cared about? Free childcare?
Don't act so high and mighty. Family should help family.
So, you're thrilled that your annoying sister-in-law is gone, huh?
Yes, I'm so happy. Even without you, we still have Mom and my brother at home. Now I can leave the kids there without any worries.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Your mother said she's leaving too, right along with me.
What?
You heard me correctly.
That's impossible. Mom would never leave.
So that just leaves Daniel at home, but he's always dumped all the childcare on others, right? He can't handle anything himself, so you can't really leave the kids with him.
Wait, what did you just say? Why is Mom leaving the house? What's going on?
Funny how you're interested in what's happening with your mother.
Stop being cryptic. What's happening?
You should ask her yourself. I need to finish packing my things since I'm leaving tomorrow. See you.
Sarah, don't you dare ignore me!
Goodbye, Emma. Good luck with the childcare.
What's going on? Mom's stuff is really gone from the house, too. I came to drop off the kids, but where did my mom go?
Oh, I don't know her exact location. We rode to the station together, said goodbye and take care, and that was it.
You must know something. You left together.
We just happened to leave at the same time.
She left a note saying, please don't try to find me. She didn't even explain why she left.
That's all she wrote? I guess she really wanted to leave the family home quickly. Or maybe she was just tired of explaining things to you and Daniel.
What do you mean by that?
Think about it. When was the last time you actually asked her how she was doing?
What's really going on here? Did Mom leave because she got sick of us?
That's right. She was fed up with both you and Daniel. She said, if my daughter-in-law is leaving, I'm leaving too. I want to spend my retirement years peacefully by myself in a quiet place.
What?
Are you really that surprised?
But we're her children.
You know how you always left your kids at the family home every weekend? She was more fed up with that than with me. Your mother was really at her limit. She tried her best to help while you and your husband focused on your careers, but you kept dumping the kids on her, even when she complained about her back pain.
She never complained to me about it.
Did you ever give her a chance to?
Well, that's...
She managed this long only because I was there helping her as the live-in daughter-in-law. Daniel was useless, always saying childcare is a mother's job. But with me gone, everything would fall on your mother's shoulders. That's why she decided to escape at the same time as me.
That can't be true. Mom loves my kids. They're her grandchildren. I thought she was happy to watch them every weekend.
Love doesn't mean endless free childcare.
But she never said anything.
Even if they're her beloved grandchildren, your kids are badly behaved brats with no manners. Your mother was always forcing a smile.
What?
They open people's fridges without asking. They're in elementary school but can barely say please or thank you. They act like little kings, pushing your mother and me around. To be honest, I've never once found them cute.
What? How dare you talk like that? My kids are just a little more energetic than other children. Don't make it sound like we're bad parents.
It's not just sounding like. That's exactly what I think.
What?
Why else would your mother run away? When not just the daughter-in-law, but even their own grandmother runs away, I'd say they're way beyond a little energetic.
That's...
Well, it doesn't matter to me anymore. I need to finish unpacking. From now on, you don't have anyone to rely on, so good luck managing on your own.
What should I do, Sarah? I finally got in touch with Mom, and she says she never wants to see us again.
My, I never expected your quiet mother to be so direct about it.
This isn't funny. She won't tell me where she is.
Why should she?
How are you gonna fix this? This is all your fault!
What? How is this my fault? It's your fault for disappointing your mother so much.
If you had just stayed...
Your mother is her own person. She made her own choice.
No, I did nothing wrong. It's all your fault. If you had just had kids earlier, she would have gotten used to having grandchildren around and wouldn't have left. It's all because you wouldn't have kids. It's your fault.
Don't be ridiculous. I thought your mother leaving might make you reflect on your behavior, but instead, you're trying to force the blame on me? No wonder I didn't want to have kids with you.
What did you say?
I wanted to have kids too, you know, but you kept quitting jobs, had a low salary, and while you kept saying you wanted kids, you never helped prepare for them. You blame me for not having kids, but you know what? I couldn't bring myself to have kids because of you.
Because of me?
Yes, because of you. Who wants to have kids with someone who can't even hold down a job? If you want a baby so badly, go cuddle a doll. That's about all someone like you could handle raising.
What?
I gave you what you wanted, a divorce. We're strangers now, so stop contacting me so casually. If you have time for that, go find your next wife. Someone who wants kids but doesn't expect you to help raise them. Someone who'll marry a husband who quits every job and only makes $2,000 a month.
You don't have to be so cruel about it!
Cruel? Look who's talking. Don't contact me again.
Long time no see, Sarah. Hey, could I ask you something?
Huh? I don't think we're on speaking terms anymore.
Please don't be like that. We're still family.
Are we? The divorce is final.
Don't be so cold. I just want to borrow some money.
Money?
Just a small loan to help us get through this month.
I'm not interested.
Please hear me out. You're doing well, right? You must have savings.
What happened to all your pride from before?
Well, Mom really hasn't come back. I heard rumors she bought a house somewhere in the countryside, but we have no idea where she is.
Oh, sounds like she's doing well. Hope she's enjoying her peaceful life.
Don't be so casual about it. Do you know how much trouble this is causing us?
Trouble for you, you mean?
It's great that she's doing well, but it's causing us huge problems. We can't leave the kids at the family home anymore, so I can't work weekend shifts. With fewer shifts, our finances are really tight. We're struggling every day.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Can't you show a little sympathy? We're barely making ends meet.
Wait, you've gone through your savings already?
We never had any savings. We've never saved money since we got married.
You're kidding. You had 2 kids with 0 savings?
What's wrong with that? Sometimes you just have to go with the flow.
You had children without any financial planning at all?
We managed fine until now.
Don't try to justify it. Can't you see that living spontaneously like that is what led to your current situation?
Well,
all that talk about me being too careful, and look where we are now.
Things were different when Mom was helping.
You made fun of my cautious planning, but you were just reckless. No money, can't work, no one to help you. Reflect on how your impulsive lifestyle got you here.
Well,
remember how you mocked me for wanting to be prepared?
That was different.
How was it different? Because you had your mother to rely on?
I didn't think she'd actually leave.
And do you know who's suffering the most from this? Your kids are the biggest victims. Because of their irresponsible parents, they're being dragged around and raised without any manners. This is exactly why I wanted to be prepared. What happened to all that confidence about how everything works out once you have kids?
I get it, okay? You were right. Can you help us or not?
You said everything works out once you have kids, but things only worked out because others were helping you. You never actually solved anything yourselves. Now comes the real test. Time to figure things out on your own, just like you said.
Please, Sarah, just this once?
No. Good luck with your in-laws. I'm living a peaceful, carefree life now. I occasionally keep in touch with my former mother-in-law, but nobody has discovered her new home yet. She's enjoying her freedom too. As for Daniel, being a divorced, misogynistic man-child, making $2,000 a month, doesn't attract many women, even when he meets someone nice. They run away as soon as he says he wants kids within a month of dating and expects the wife to do all the childcare. And Emma? They ended up moving in with her husband's parents to save money. Apparently, her mother-in-law is quite frugal and strict, so they're having a pretty tough time living together.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.